So I've been in Zurich for 2 days at the Global Services Forum, but I'm very much looking at it as the Global Transformation Forum. Because over the past 2 days, although there's been quite a lot of discussion about customer experience management, the ability to be able to develop and source and deliver new services, a lot of the presentations from the service providers here has been about how they're transforming their operations, transforming their culture in a way to transform their businesses. So some of the key operators we've heard from, Telefonica, Ooredoo, Deutsche Telekom, they've talked roughly from different perspectives about the same things. The need to update their systems, whether it be the networks or the IT systems that support those networks and support their businesses, but also the challenges they're facing in terms of how they undergo those transformations in a world where virtualization is becoming a key part of the way they're going to need to run their networks and deliver their services. And that has a massive impact on the ICT systems that are going to support everything in the future. Some key takeaways. The operators are looking at the way they transform themselves in a very different way. There's a lot of talk about how the focus is looking from the customer perspective and using that as the starting point as to how they transform their operations and processes. There's been a lot of focus on culture, and by that the operators are talking about not only how they run their businesses, but also the mindset that the staff need to have, which is different from the old telco mindset, but also the skills base that they need. And we just actually heard from Ooredoo this morning about how it's struggling to find the people with the right skills that they need in terms of virtualization and particularly automation, which of course is very key, especially as we head into 5G in a world where everything should be self-healing, automated, and big data and analytics should be informing the way that services and networks are run. So a really interesting 2 days that also looked at the role of systems integrators and how in some parts of the business systems integrators are going to become more important, but in other ways they're being left out of the loop in some ICT transformation processes. So an awful lot to take in, an awful lot to think about over 2 days, but these are the key discussions and key thoughts of what's going to drive the way that service providers turn from communication service providers to digital service providers, and that's what they all want to be by 2020 and beyond.